brothers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so...
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as Divisional Weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Reset. 19. Mike 44. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Preston, hard. 9 to go.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Got his man. It's Eifert. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-1. I can't believe they even let you play.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Foles. This is caught inside the 15. And he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away. Now, that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his target, Fuller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Just
on 2nd and 7, Foles. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you can give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, he'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Fournette running out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check safety, check safety.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Check your hot read.
General West.
Mike 56. Let's go one more.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Easy.
50's the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Tiger.
On second down, Smallwood fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
1-1.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Kaden.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
They found one.
We won it.
Here we go.
And a give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the draw, this is Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. This is Miller, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Telvin Smith gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big run by the big man Fournette, 73 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Check 99.
They'll run with Smallwood. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Warning. Six.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Easy.
Switch. Hey, watch it.
One.
31. Check 31.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Come on. Go. 44 is the mic. 49, go.
Throwing again is Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. And Eifert has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Let's go,
On first down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun, going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Geno Atkins, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Deeper. Go. Let's go.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson, he completes this into the hands of Miller. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check, 47. I'm on.
Check 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
What?
Play 56.
2nd and 10. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Switch.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. Down to hit.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now Watson.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice tip, boy.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. Third down here. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. On the run, it's Fournette. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down, 3 down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's